In the heart of Maui, where values run as deep as the ocean and community binds generations, one ohana stands as a beacon of service, humility, and purpose. This is the story of the Viela family and the legacy they carry forward, with gratitude to Keali'i Bernice Pauahi Bishop.
The way we raise our children, the values we take and we use with them, we always put faith first. So going to church and praying, those are all part of our values, very strong. We always surround our children with family and friends, having a good support system. We all know it takes a village to raise a child, and then we set a strong foundation. We make sure they know right from wrong. We know about respect, about giving back to the community, and we forgave when we needed to.
The legacy of Pono. When tragedy struck Maile and John's lives, they chose not to be defined by their pain. Instead, they turned it into purpose, giving back to the community with open hearts.
You know, when we lost our son, Drew Kupono Viela, we were faced with decisions in life and how we was going to move forward. One day we had a family gathering on our property, which we live out in Kahakuloa, and Pono Boy wanted to ride a four-wheeler, a quad that we have. And it was my decision that I was going to take him in an area that was a little bit overgrown on our property. And as we proceeded to go on a hill, our quad had flipped. I tried to grab the two boys, it was Haloa and Drew Kupono, and try to get them out of the way of the falling quad. And what happened is that I couldn't reach Drew Kupono, and the quad actually crushed my son. And from that point on, we were left with three decisions. I can tell you that one decision that I wanted to make was I was going to grab the four-wheeler, the quad, and drive that quad off of the cliff. And the reason for that, I told myself, is that my son, because we're a very strong faith family, is in heaven. And I said that my son is in a place where he doesn't know anyone, and I was going to go and be with him. As we discussed, Miley and I, we came up with two other decisions that we could have made. We could have just locked ourselves in our home, in our room, and just block out the world. And the third decision, which we landed on and we still are doing today, is that, to build the Pono legacy and try to make an impact in our community using his name and using the value of his name, which is Pono. And that's what founded our organization, our nonprofit. From there, it was all about service and how we can help our youth by implementing a program through sports and how they can serve the community as well. What we did is that we did a lot of fundraising, a lot of gatherings, and try to come up with ways of how we can instill those values in the youth of Maui. We're very proud about the decision we made, but honestly, I can tell you, still today, we're very hurt, and it's tough, to live, but we know that the impact it's making throughout our community, it keeps us going.
Pono Sports was never just a program. It was about family, built on the foundation of doing what is right.
So I've known the Vielas for quite some time, for as long as I can remember, really. What makes Pono Sports different is the organization was based on the value of doing what is right. That separates the Pono organization simply because it wasn't an afterthought on what the organization was going to be based off of. It was front and center, the reason why the organization was created. And to bring Pono Sports together, it really just engulfed those values into the athletes, the coaches. That's the environment that we were put in. It's pushing one another to be a better person in our communities, in our everyday lives. One memory that comes to mind is the Pono Fun Run. From the outside looking in, I was always a part of the Pono Fun Run as an athlete, but last year, being a part of the Pono Fun Run as sort of an adult, I got to see all of the younger generations that were a part of the Pono organization. It was just amazing to see that the Pono organization has the support from the community. It just brought the Pono organization full circle for me.
For the Vielas, Pauahi's legacy is not only a gift received, but a call to action.
The Pauahi Foundation has been a blessing to our ohana. Dre was a recipient of the Pauahi Scholarship, and so was our son Jai. And at the time that Jai received the scholarship, my father had just passed away with cancer, and we had taken on his expenses at the time. So when Jai got the Pauahi scholarships, it really helped bring some light to us and also help us put him through his first year of college.
Jai walks in the footsteps of his family with pride, service, and purpose.
Growing up in a family that's so rooted in community and service is really eye-opening, but it's also a great experience. I'm thankful to have been raised through service, serving my community, serving those around me, and still doing that till this day. That motivates me, that motivates my life goals, and motivates me to become a better person. Receiving scholarships from the Pauahi Foundation helped reduce the burden of the cost of college, of course, but it also motivated me to do well in college, to be a good example to the future generations, to do well because Pauahi would be proud, and to know that I have an entire support system behind me from those at Kamehameha schools, Pauahi Foundation, and most importantly, my family and those in Hawaii.
It's really special for me to see Jai receive 3 Pauahi Foundation scholarships because of the legacy that Pauahi has left us, and I was just filled with a lot of gratitude knowing that as a Kamehameha School's alumni and as a Pauahi Scholar recipient, that he is a part of that legacy, that he is able to kind of embody all that Pauahi has left for us. My favorite olelo no eau is Ilulu no Kalala Ike Boomer, which means the branches grow because of the trunks, or without our ancestors, we wouldn't be who we are. From all of our kumu that have taught us along the way, coaches in the community, the Pauahi Foundation, I just hope that he takes all of that in and goes out into the world, embracing his kuleana and helping our lafui.
With deep gratitude for the gifts he's been given by alumni and donors, Jai pours his heart into giving back to the community that shaped him.
I see myself serving my community where I'm at in California. I'm helping others around me, giving back to the school that serves me so much. And then when I come home, I often find myself back at Kamehameha schools in our community, helping our keiki and our lahui, because I know it's important that as a graduate of Kamehameha schools and a recipient of the Kamehameha School Scholarship and Pauahi Foundation scholarships, it's important to give back to a community that has given so much to me.
Watching Jai grow up to become the man that he is today, I don't think there's anyone more deserving than this scholarship from the Pauahi Foundation, and that's only made possible by the donors of the Pauahi Foundation. Jai has put others before himself, and I've watched him grow up to be a leader. Jai is someone that lifts his neighbor up.
I'd like to say mahalo anui to the Pauahi Foundation donors, and mahalo for your support. The scholarships have helped reduce the burden, but I know there are ohana out there that really depend on scholarships like these, so your support is greatly appreciated, and know that you're supporting future OEV leaders and the future leaders of the lahu.
At this point in our time, our community is in need, and we've seen firsthand of what happened with the Lahaina fires, and we've seen the impact of our community, and any type of scholarship can assist the families in any way possible, financially, emotionally. And it's important for us to think about just giving back. As we form our own nonprofit and supported our community with scholarships, we could see firsthand of how these scholarships help our community, and it brought a lot of joy to us, and it was very rewarding to see how it impacted other people's lives.
Education is power. Apono and Pauahi Foundation, they provide that. They help our students, our kids to thrive. and we help them to grow.
In giving, the Viela Ohana has received. In serving, they have led. And in carrying Pauahi's vision, they are shaping a future where aloha lives on.